right, Kels. Well, do you want to start us off?
I do. This has been such an incredible summer of music. It has been wackadoodle busy.
Oh my God. Insane.
We're panicking.
Yeah.
We panic
The
a lot.
amount of messages I sent to Kelsey and was like, help, I can't.
Yeah, no, it is. The amount of music that comes
It's
out
saturated.
is saturated.
Yeah.
But what did we do? We picked two pieces of music that we just couldn't get enough of. And I'm really excited. My first artist is the beautiful Sarah Crean. Her song, Death by Laundry, it's off of her EP. It is one of my favorite songs I've listened to this year. This is a story. It's an actual storybook kind of thing. So this is a song that has a running plot line of a serial killer who has a gun, and it's all this really kind of fun, chaotic nonsense. But the whole thing is this beautiful allegory for Sarah Crean's life. She went through a lot of shit, as most women in our age group, we do, we go through some trauma. She skedaddled. She was like, I don't want to be here anymore. She's from Ireland, so she left. She went to Berlin, Germany, and hoping to run away, hoping to just peace out, run away. She realized that all of her shit caught up with her, and this song is sort of like an allegory for like the serial killer, aka the bad shit is always going to follow you and find you. So you really have to like embrace your own shit and deal with it. But what I love about this song is that she has the voice of like Florence Welch or Joni Mitchell. Oh my God, she soothes me in the best possible way, but it is this indie rock, Julian Baker type of sound where it's kind of darker indie rock with a little lightness in it, which is ironic given it's a song about a serial killer, but there is something about her that just makes me so excited for where indie rock is going in the next year. I think we have this beautiful path of British, UK artists who are really making this deep indie rock that we haven't had in so many years, which is just pure tragedy for me. It's an incredible song. I really, really think you all should listen to it. The EP itself is beautiful, but just the Death by Laundry song is a banger, in my opinion. I have listened to this ad nauseum. Like, they would think I'm a bot farm in this piece of work because I'm just like, repeat it one more time. I'm ADHD glommed on it. So go check out Sarah Crean's Death by Laundry. Obsessed.
I love that like spooky premise.
Spooky. Thank you. It is perfect for fall time weather. Oh, get in your feels, grab a cup of coffee, sit down, just listen. You'll be lulled. And she is just the cutest little bean ever. My second pick, and of course, if you don't know, my absolute love for Genesis Owusu. I would do anything for that man. Genesis Owusu came out with his sophomore album, Struggler. I have been waiting for this forever. Ashley and I saw him perform at This Ain't No Picnic last summer. And ever since then, he had little singles here and there, but nothing until now. And guys, the man doesn't miss. He just builds an album, like a full album of a story. And I'm going to tell you what Struggler is about because I find it to be hilarious and very apropos to the current environment we live in. So Genesis Owusu essentially made this album, COVID. He's Australian. Australia was like on fire, all those bushfires. They had COVID lockdowns, which were absolutely insane. And then they had hailstorms. Like, this poor country can't catch a break.
It's crazy.
So Genesis going through this is just like, this is an almighty power. I'm fucked. Like, I can't battle this, right? So he made this album, and it's all about a cockroach going through life, trying to survive, realizing that cockroach has to get up every day and just struggle to survive. And I think that's hilarious because it does feel like we're little cockroaches on this planet sometimes with the fucking flooding in New York City. We had a hurricane in San Diego. Like, just wild godlike kind of environmental disasters. And it's such a unique way to get out your feelings about a situation, especially something this heavy that you can't control. This was nothing, like he couldn't do anything but sit back and be like, I have to get up every day and go on. And if you don't know Genesis, he is one of those multi-genre artists, very much like Bartees Strange, who we've mentioned a billion times. He flies into genres at warp speed. He starts off every album so hyped. I just will sit there and be like, yeah, like running with him. And then he just casually falls into neo soul, and you're like, Genesis, you've got a choir, the bops are banging, I'm crying. He's a beautiful artist, and I say this because his live show is also art. He has a beautiful dance team behind him. His fashion is on point. He's weird. He's cool. I feel like I want a Tyler, the Creator, Genesis Owusu mashup, because I feel like those two together creatively would be nutcases, and I would be tripping balls on something. It's so good. But this album, truly, you have to go listen to it. I don't know how to describe it other than it's just genius. It's just genius. It's a 5 out of 5 album for me, of course. No skips. Honestly, listen to it from front to end, understanding that what this is about now. If you like UK drum and bass, if you like neo soul, if you just like chaos, what?
Whoa.
Me?
Crazy.
Never. You're gonna love Genesis Owusu. And again, I am so sad he's not coming to San Diego on this tour, but he's playing the day after Ashley's wedding in LA. So am I like, do I hangover send it? Probably not. I'm hoping he's going to be on festival lineups this year.
I know, hopefully he wasn't.
He wasn't. So I'm really...
This last summer.
I really think he will be, and Ashley and I will be at every one of his
100%.
shows. It was so much fun. So go check out Genesis Owusu's wonderful album, Struggler. Those are my picks of the summer.
Such good picks.
And guys, so many more. Truly, like, you can see our playlist. We actually have a wonderful playlist that we make for this vodcast now, called Bops Bangers Season 4, where we will put all the music we mention into it so you can easily find it.
Perfection.
Go follow it. We'll have the link in our show notes.
Are we going to cut to it?
We should cut to it. Here's a beautiful little ditty by Sarah Crean and Genesis Owusu.
We love it.
Then she laughed and she said, that's just home from across the hall. And he's no harm
Ashley, I would absolutely now love to hear your picks, because I also know they are bangers.
I'm so excited to share these with you guys. Oh my God. They're like really my vibe. I didn't really understand my picks until I was like, oh, this is just, of course I would pick these out of the summer. First on my list is If You're Hurting by Trousdale. This song was kind of a sneaky little song in their EP that came out in May, and then it was released on their full album that came out in September. So just a recent release. Go listen to that album. It's amazing. But let's dive into a little bit of what Trousdale is about. If you love harmonies, folk pop music, then this California band is for you. They are so incredible. The band is made up of Quinn, Georgia, and Lauren, and then who make up the vocals, so 3 to just really make those buttery harmonies for you. And then Jack plays the guitar and Maddie plays the drums, and it's just the 5 of them. I love it so much. The harmonies of Quinn, Georgia, and Lauren are stunning. If you're thinking like First Aid Kit, Joseph, if you love them, like this band is, they're coming up. literal goosebumps I get every time I listen to them, especially to this song. It is just such a beautiful song, and it's what your single was like. I cannot get enough.
Yeah, you made me cry with this song.
It's so pretty. Lyrically, this song is so like made you cry. This song will have you in tears. I feel like it speaks to a lot of people right now, kind of like feeling alone in a crowded room vibe. It very much is emotional. It speaks to mental health, and the way that they sing it too, the way it crescendos at the end when all their singing comes together, the buildup, it's just so well done. And if you want a good crying in your car song, we actually have a playlist called Ugly Crying in the Car, and it added this song to the top of it because you can just get in your car right now and go for a drive, and good luck to you. I dare you to not cry when you listen to this.
And we'll see.
But it's perfect for my Pisces brain, and it very much just like hits on, I think, of like what a lot of us are feeling. Trousdale's album is incredible. The title of the album is Out of My Mind. Very just beautiful folk pop music, and I'm obsessed with it.
I totally agree with everything you just said.
Yeah. My second choice is a new person on the scene, very fresh, Jada Weazel and her EP No Peace. So this EP is that classic sexy R&B. Weazel was born and raised in the Aboriginal community of Warrabinda in central Queensland, and I swear every time I say that place's name, I sound Australian.
You do.
The way it spell it out, it's just like Warrabinda.
Oh, that was beautiful. Nar.
Arnar. This is Jada's debut EP, y'all. She only just started releasing music this year.
That makes none sense.
It's just crazy. The title of her EP stems from being able to get over something / get closure. How about we cut to a little snippet of their song?
I'm so excited.
If you need to cry, but you've been holding back. If you're hurting, I hope you hear me when you're barely hanging on. Keep it loving, yeah. The times that I try to leave, the way you put the blame on me, I don't wanna make no peace. I'm giving up.
This has been such a good music discovery. Once again, Ashley and I have a really great taste in music, I like to think. We're so excited to keep bringing that to you. This music discovery segment will probably be one that you see a lot just because we love talking about up-and-coming artists.
And there's just so much music to talk about. That was only 4 artists. We have so many more.
And ironically, for some reason, they're all Australian.
Every time.
I think we're part Australian at this point.
I know. We need to go there.
I think we're honorary citizens.